Good morning, everyone. I'm so excited here in California. I'm getting ready to head out to go to the Agape Church where Michael Beckwith is having his last service at 11 a.m. They're going to be moving out of the location in Culver City, and I think they've been there for like lots of years. And it just happens that the one Sunday that I'm here in LA is the last service, and I'm so excited to take my daughter today to experience Agape. I love singing at the church, and I'm just really excited to share that with her. It's been quite a beautiful time these past 4 days with my daughter. I took her to neurolinguistic programming class with Matt Brauning, and I got to be surrounded by all these amazing coaches that are teaching us how to change our mindset and release old baggage and old beliefs. And to take my daughter to this 3-day event has been such a beautiful up and down journey where I've gotten to catch myself judging, analyzing, criticizing her and myself, and wanting to be a great mom and wanting to also honor my passion of attending the course. And so it's been a lot about letting go and going with the flow, and really practicing all the alpha method techniques that I talk about, really coming from my heart, from my soul, and not letting fear get in the way. And it's been a magical 4 days that I've spent here, because after we left NLP, we went and did these little adventures, and we had no plan, and we just kind of went with it. And we've gone to different places every single day, different beaches here, even the valley side, the east side of the Los Angeles area, this Costa Mesa area. And it just shows me how living in the unknown, living without the plan, living from intuitive guidance has served me so much. Hi, Arabelle, how are you? And it's such an awesome way to live when we really are intuitive, and I see the benefits of what I've been doing this past year, before coming on this vacation, how I have my own internal GPS system. And at the same time, yesterday in the NLP training, we were talking about overcoming obstacles, challenges, and Matt guided us in this 20-minute meditation where I benefited so much in regards to why I haven't published my book. And in the process, what I discovered, going back to my childhood, was that years ago, when I was like 7 or 8 years old, I went to school, and my brother brought my diary, my little twin star's diary, to school. And I had a lock for it, and it was unlocked, and he read it to people in my class, and I was so embarrassed, and I felt like I just wanted to disappear when I was like 7 years old. So I associated writing as a way of me getting hurt. And that's why I feel it's been such an obstacle for me to really be raw and real and naked with my writing, and then to expose it to the world. And what I realized yesterday was that there was this subconscious me holding myself back because I don't want to be experiencing the same trauma that I did when I went to school that morning. And I released it. I released it yesterday. And the amazing thing is neurolinguistic programming combined with the alpha method really works amazingly well, because I find that these neurolinguistic programming techniques and just hypnosis in general is very much about your mindset. And because I'm a physical therapist and a yoga practitioner and a tantra practitioner, I've brought a different depth to understanding releasing our mindset in our body by also teaching people about their biomechanics and how their anatomy is in their body. So it's very specific. So I used my own techniques while I was being guided with the NLP techniques, and I really believe that's why I shift so easily. And I mean, I do this for a living, right? So I better be good at it. So when I receive healing sessions, I get a lot of benefit, and it's just another affirmation for me to keep going with what I'm doing, which is really about mindset work in an embodied essence. We're embodying, releasing in our bodies, not just releasing our mindset, releasing the beliefs, but releasing the beliefs in the body, which is where they are. That's where we're holding all our memories. So I felt exhausted after the session. And then we went to go see the Won't You Be My Neighbor movie with the Fred Rogers movie, which I highly recommend. Everybody take their child to go see that movie too, and take your parents, regardless of how old you are, because there were so many beautiful themes that he talks about. And did you know that Fred Rogers was overweight when he was a child, or he thought he was chubby and they would call him Fat Freddy? So they would bully him as a child. And that's what I saw in the movie, that the reason why he was so adamant about teaching children was because he was healing his own wounds of when he was bullied as a child. So he wanted to better understand children and talk about things like death, you know, the different traumas that happen in our country, in our world, and not just block children from being exposed to that. You know, like when parents have a death and then they don't take the child to the funeral, and we avoid having our kids experience life, we're putting them in a bubble, but then they don't get to experience life. And for me, raising my daughter, I see today, she's 13 years old, and she's so grounded, and she thinks for herself, and she even perceives certain things at this NLP course that was going on. And I'm just amazed at how intuitive she is and how smart she is, and she's very grounded and present. And I never taught her how to be intuitive. I never taught her how to be present. I've just been her mom, and it shows me more than ever how important it is for me and for all healers, all therapists, all coaches to really prioritize self-care, self-healing, get support. I know coaches that are coaches and that are my clients and are not, you know, really embodying what they want to teach, and they're struggling in their business. So what if every coach could just make more time to embody what they want to create for others, which is what I'm all about, and I do it in my body. I don't just do it with my mindset. And I know I'm onto something here because I'm 45 years old and I feel pretty young, and my daughter just this past week affirms to me how us parents, let's be more with our children. Let's be more, even myself, you know, these days that I've spent with her. I'm so happy that I'm here, and I have 4 more days to discover with her the city, and have not much of a plan, just really what do we want to see, you know, to let this little vacation come from a place of how are you feeling right now, and what do you want to feel today? You know, like, what do you want to create today? Do we feel like going to fast rides? Like, we want to go to Magic Mountain one of these days? And then there's certain places that, yes, we want to see, but we're not going on this itinerary. It's really a visceral, let's feel it out. What kind of food do you want to eat? And this is how I live my life, and I'm just applying it into my little vacation here today. And you can't go wrong with that. So I leave this vacation so far with even more inspiration to keep doing this soulfish living that I talk about, the soulfish way of living, where we're really harnessing that awareness. What does my heart and soul want, you know, desire, feel, excited by, and really making life be more about that relationship we have with ourselves, and definitely opening up our sexual, creative, sensual relationship with ourselves is a deep way of knowing ourselves even more. So I'm just really excited to share and to see how this little vacation unfolds as every day passes by. I feel like we do exactly what we wish we did. It's just magical. And I'm really grateful, and I wish to keep inspiring people, because I feel like I'm onto something here. So many of us want to plan everything, control everything, and we take all the fun out of the mystery of life. And it's really not meant to be that way. This is what I've come to understand. When we want to control so much, it takes all the fun out of it. It takes the orgasm out of the life. And I'm really grateful to be here to take these days off for myself and just apply into my life my own methods, you know, my own techniques, which are so simple. So like when I take my shower in the morning, I am loving my body up and just really enjoying where I am and where I go to the beach, I just close my eyes, I feel the salty air, and it's a different salty air than in Florida, and it's gorgeous. And then I just look at the sunset, and I'm taking in this beautiful California sunset, and the restaurants, and just the little shops, and streets, and the trees. And so everything feels like it's so new to me, even more, and exciting. And that's what I want to bring when I come back to Miami, is even more of this sense of wonder and awe for living life from a place of soul guidance, heart guidance, and not having to know how everything's going to work out, but just trusting that this feeling that I'm having of what I want to, where I want to go, is enough. And I'm enough, and we're enough, and you're awesome, and I'm really grateful to be a part of this beautiful journey with everybody. So have a beautiful day, everyone. And make sure to stay connected to your heart, breathe deeply, feel your body, and ask those questions. Where do I want to go to lunch today? What do I want to do on my Soulful Sunday? You know, what really is my priority today for me? And how can I really nourish my heart, my soul? How can I nourish myself today? It's Sunday. It's a play day, it's a fun day, and if you're working today, make it the best work day ever, and just be grateful you have a job, be grateful that you have your health, whatever it is, and be grateful for your family, and just the more we're grateful, the more we have an awesome day. So have a beautiful day, everybody. Bye!